In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how you can complete a form on iPEGS, send that to a MiPEGS user to then sign, and then for that MiPEGS user to send it back to iPEGS. In this case, we're going to be using a parent-guardian declaration as an example where the learner is under 18 years of age. So I'm going to do this very quickly. I'm going to go find the form in iPEGS. So this would work in exactly the same way as you would use the app as you currently do. I'm going to choose this apprenticeship enrollment form. I will need to complete some of the fields because there are some mandatory fields in here. So I'm just going to put in all of the key fields, date of birth, etc. Age group is going to be 16 to 18. Just going to put in a random number there. All that. Put in Joe Blogs. Okay, so I've created my form. Let's say I've completed this apprenticeship enrollment form, but I need to get the parents or guardian of this learner to sign that form. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to send that form to the learner's MiPEGS account. So I'm going to create this form as MiPEGS test 2. And that form has now been saved. So I'm now going to export that form and send it to the learner. Bear in mind the learner or the user will need to have already downloaded the MiPEGS app. But I'm going to choose MiPEGS test 2 here. And the key thing is the format. So you need to choose the iPEGS document format to export the form. Okay, so choose the form, select iPEGS document, and then simply email that to the learner. I'm going to email it to myself in this case. You will need to include some instructions on here. So, for example, step 1, step 2, step 3, etc. So you'd need to put that in to the email. I'm not going to do it during this demo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that to my learner. Okay, so that's now been sent to my learner's phone. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to switch over to my phone. Okay, and there's the email that's come through. So I click on that email. This is what the learner would receive. Obviously, there'd be a step-by-step guide within that. And what they need to do is they need to simply tap on the iPEGS document. It will open up all this information. You can put this in the explanation in the email. All they need to simply do is, in this case on an iPhone, they click the share button at the bottom of the screen. They scroll through the apps, the app options, and what they need to do is they need to choose copy to MiPEGS. Now I've got a lot of apps on my phone, so they probably wouldn't have as many as me, but what they need to do is choose copy to MiPEGS. What that will then do is open the MiPEGS app, ask them if they would like to import that document. They will select yes. And that form, in this case the apprenticeship enrollment form, is then imported into the MiPEGS app. All they have to do then, you can see there's the information that I put in the form. What they then have to do is scroll down to the part of the signature. Obviously this is quite a long form. So what we're looking for here is the parent-guardian declaration. So all they would need to do is go over to find their parents, their guardian, and simply ask them to sign the form, ask them to obviously read the declaration, and then simply sign the form. And this is done in a very simple way, as it is with iPEGS. Click on the signature area, they can add their signature, click on next, print their name, call this Dad Blogs, and that's it. The form has been signed. What they then need to do is scroll down to the bottom of the screen. Again, you would have this in your steps. What they would then do is export via email and then email that form back to the assessor who sent them the form in the first place. So in this case, it's me. I'm going to send that form back. And that's that part completed in relation to the learner in this case. Okay, so I'm going to switch back over to my iPad now. So what I would do in this case is I would go to my email. You can see there's the email that's just come through. It's that one there. And same process as before. In this case, on the iPad, I can hold my finger down on the app, on the icon, sorry. Choose copy to iPEGS. Don't choose copy to MiPEGS. Copy to iPEGS. That will import the form that's been signed by the learner's parents or guardian. If it doesn't open up the form immediately, simply go to My Documents, Imported Documents, and there you can see the MiPEGS Test 2 form that's been re-imported. I can click on that. That now opens that form, and what we can do is we can simply scroll down and then just double check that the parent's signature is there. So let's scroll down to the bottom. Obviously this is a blank form. Let's just find it. It's the employer, provider. Sorry, no, gone too far down. There we have the parent's signature. So all I would do then, as I do normally, I would simply save that form into the folder. We'll call this Joe Blogs. And I can now export that form and submit it to the portal or export it as PDF as you would normally. Okay, so there's the form, there's the MiPEGS test, and again I can just simply export that as a PDF. So it's a quick demonstration on how you can complete forms collaboratively between iPEGS and MiPEGS. For more information, please visit the website www.ipegs.co.uk.